Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here. I have a name change. I changed my channel from FSEconomy Flights. Seemed a little boring and a little generic, but I changed it now to the Armchair Captain. Uh, Feels right. I didn't see anybody else with that name, so welcome back to Armchair Captain now. We are in, I'm not in my network today. I'm at Crytal Airport, which is a small little airport, reliever airport in the Minneapolis, technically I think it's in Minneapolis. This one's owned, or the FBO here I just left is Jackson Air Service, and he has a really nice network set up out of Crytal. So I recommend if you're in the area of Minneapolis, the upper Midwest, to come check it out. He's got a ton of airports kind of scattered all throughout the state of Minnesota. But today we're heading up to Little Falls, Minnesota, which is about 68 nautical miles away. We're going to cruise around about 6,000 feet. And flight should take 25-30 minutes up to Little Falls. The weather in Minnesota today, nice, no clouds really, but gusty winds, of course, as usual. They're gustier down here in Crytal. The winds are, I think, 10, gusting to 19. We'll take a look here before departure. But we're taxiing out to runway 24 right. And Crytal is kind of a special airport for me. This is where I used to work, actually, at an FBO at Crytal. Back in the day, fueling aircraft. It was a flight school, and then it's also where I did a lot of my flight training. So I finished my private pilot's license training here at Crytal, and then I started my instrument rating at Crytal. So kind of has a kind of a special meaning to me, but it is a cool airport. It's got four runways. One of them being, and they're all paired. There's two parallel on each end, or on each direction here, or whatever. But this one here, there's one here. It's a dirt strip. You don't see a lot of airports that have an actual grass airstrip right at a an airport with three hard surface runways. So it was kind of fun for training and whatnot. But I'm here at 24 right. Gonna get ready here for departure. We're gonna make we're just gonna go direct up to Little Falls. Again, not on VATSIM today, so not really concerned about traffic. But we'll turn on our landing light, and I already have everything else set up here. So we'll enter the runway and we'll get out of here. Oh yeah, and I'm flying the Cessna 340, Carenado as well. Forgot to mention that. This is a plane I don't fly too often, but I probably should. It's kind of a fun aircraft to fly. Handles well, looks well, cockpit's beautiful. All right, take the runway. This is another airport too with short runways, man. I mean, not short for what we're doing, but in the grand scheme of runways, they're fairly short. This one here, 24 right, 2,500 feet. So here we go. The throttles, make sure everything looks good in the green. Airspeed's coming alive. It's slowly coming back. Wow. Off just like that. Bring the gear up. Gears up. Sweet view of downtown Minneapolis. Let's see here. Oop. We'll turn the autopilot on, nav mode. Start our climb up to 6,000. I have to read the manual better on this aircraft. I have a hard time somewhat with the autopilot. I can't figure out the altitude set. Probably, I just don't take the time to read things, but I should. I like to bring it back to about 3,300 in this aircraft for our climb. Bring the RPMs back. And looking good. Take a look at the GPS here. 67 nautical miles up to Little Falls. I'll be turning left here on course shortly. Turn off the landing light. Alright, we're on our way. Clear day out. Pretty sunset. It's 4:30, so I think got ForeFlight on my iPad here in front of me. 5 p.m. 1700 local sunset, so about a half hour. There's 4,000. Continue our climb up to 6,000. Just like to say thanks to everyone who's been watching the videos. Finally getting some people to to view them. So if you guys have any comments or questions, you know, leave a message. Let me know what you think of the flight, or you know, if you want to criticize, let me know what I'm doing wrong, or you know, just communicate with me. I'd be happy to talk to you guys. Or if you're a flight simulator economy guy and you're watching this, send me your airports. I'll come check them out. Sometimes I like to get the outside view. Leaving the metro area here of Minneapolis. There's the International Airport, downtown Minneapolis. Another airport I used to work at when I was in high school over there off the top of the aircraft. That's Anoka County Airport. It's up to 6,000. So yeah, I don't know. I always have to click altimeter or altitude, and then that's as good as I can get for altitude hold. It's back a little bit more. RPM's out. All right, I'm gonna start the cruise portion of the flight here. There's really not a whole lot to see in the next few, maybe 20, 30 miles, but we'll check in a little bit later with some landmarks or some cool things that I see along the way, and see you guys here just in a little bit. All right, we're 15 miles out, so I am going to start our descent. You can tell me if I'm doing this wrong, but it seems odd that I can't set what altitude I want to go down to. And this is one of the aircraft I really don't fly as often, so I'm not too concerned about it, but it'd be nice to know if I'm doing something wrong. We'll shoot for 1,000 feet a minute, down to 2,200 feet, and then we'll enter a left downwind to runway 13. It's going to be sweet. That's really pretty out, pretty sky. I should probably focus on what I'm doing here. There's the airport. It's a nice little airport for central Minnesota. Not a whole lot going on here. Little Falls is, though, the official birthplace of Charles LIndbergh, so it's kind of cool. They have a museum. I think you can see his house up there. Never been, but you see the signs when you're heading up to Lake Country in Minnesota. The river that's flowing through here, that's the Mississippi River. Up at this part, it's still fairly clean. You can fish it and catch walleyes and smallmouth and fish to eat. And then there's the city, I guess, of Little Falls. Let's see here, 2,400. I'm a little close here, so I can't really tell when I should be turning base, but we'll just start turning now. It shouldn't be a big deal. Let's put the gear down. I'll put my first notch of flaps and bring the RPM all the way up. Center flaps, all right. It's looking pretty good. Our base, let's see where we see the airport. Go full flaps. A little high, but won't be a problem. And we should have a little bit of a right crosswind, so we'll adjust for that. High and a little fast. Let's pull the power out a little bit. Gonna try to pitch for a better airspeed here, and very nice. Yeah, not really too windy. This should be a pretty easy landing. Yeah, way too high though. What do you do? Floating. Oof. There's a lot of runway I ate up. I suppose in the real world probably would have maybe gone around, I guess, but we made it. We're down. I'm not gonna slam too hard to make that one. Actually, I'll go to the end. Let me look at the diagram here. Probably should have looked that up. Looks like that was a turnaround or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna go to the end of the runway here. But down and safe, and again, like I said, this is a nice little network you can fly out of if you're in the upper Midwest out of Crytal Airport. Jackson Air Services, you know, he's been around for a long time, so if you're up in the area and want to give him some business, he's got a lot of different routes all throughout the state. I'd highly recommend it. Wow, I used the whole runway. It's really not good. I'm going to leave a long taxi back in. Turn our landing lane off. So I'm not going to bore you guys with the whole taxi back into the ramp, but I wanted to thank you again for coming along with me on another flight. Leave a comment if you have any questions. If you want to let me know how brutal I did that landing, that's fine by me. I'm putting these videos out here so I can handle some criticism, I suppose. But thanks for watching again. I should have another video up maybe later tonight, depending on what I do here, or maybe tomorrow. So yeah, again, thanks. Subscribe if you liked this video, if you want to see more like them, and talk to you guys later.